The opposition spokesman on national security is insisting that resources are being withheld from the Financial Investigations Division FID to fight financial crimes such as money laundering.
He came unto his own, and his own receive him not. Jah Rastafari.
Major Debs presents to you Heart of the World. This prolific album is both inspiring and uplifting. It captures the pain and joy of the people while advocating for rights and justice with tracks like Your Pain, No Mining, Warning, and title track Heart of the World. Play Jam Music by purchasing or streaming the Heart of the World album on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and all digital platforms. Heart of the World by Major Debs, produced by Jam Music Enterprise and Stereotype Studio.
Verily, verily, I said unto you, that is imperial majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Christ, the conquering lion of Judah has prevailed. Jamaica is the heart of the world. We be life. Reggae is the soul of the world. We teach life. Jamaica is the blood of the world. Produce the greatest life.
Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. And in this one, opposition spokesperson on security, Peter Bunting, slams the government of starving the FID on purpose, as well as the Minister of Security calls for support to combat illicit trade, as well as the opposition spokesperson on justice, Donna Scott Motley, calls for clarity on who the appointed political ombudsman really is. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, remember to go over to Tika's Kitchen and support her. Get her to 5,000 subscribers. Subscribe, like, share, watch out some of the videos. You want to learn how to cook real good gourmet dishes for the entire family? Check out Tika's Kitchen.
Crispy chicken and gooey cheese pulls, you're about to fall in love. Today we're making the juiciest and flaming bourbon glazed spatchcock chicken paired with a cheesy garlic pull apart bread, and it's going to rock your taste buds. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Tika's Kitchen. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds. Alright guys, now it's time to spatchcock and season. Now when we're speaking about spatchcock, it simply means the butterfly, right? So we have removed the backbone, flattened the chest, removing anything that don't belong, and then we're going to give this some nice ribs, right? So first there we went with pure water, followed up now with lemon, and we're washing the skin to ensure that we remove any impurities to get our chicken nice, clean, flavorful, and ready to be seasoned. For the seasonings, we're using a combination of rotisserie chicken seasoning, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, garlic, onion powder, as well. Full recipe will be linked down below. Giving this a good mix. Alright guys, and guess what? It's time to ensure that we pat dry this chicken because we need it to be flavorful. Alright, it is nice and clean, and there we are sprinkling, adding a little oil there because what the oil does is to help our seasoning to activate, right? Alright, and there we are, easy spreading there as well.
In this first segment, opposition spokesperson on security, Peter Bunting, slams the government of basically starving the Financial Investigative Division, and that is a umbrella division under the Ministry of Finance that investigates financial crimes, money laundering. They basically go in depth. We have recently learned that the U.S. Department had put out a report stating that they are working grossly understaffed, and they should have a capacity of 230 personnel, and they're currently working with 83 persons, We have learned also from Peter Bunting that they don't have a director at that institution. And remember, this is the institution or one of where the Prime Minister's statutory declaration or financial investigations were referred to from the Integrity Commission. And so it begs to question, do they really want to, solve this issue of illicit enrichment? Do they really want to solve the issue of corruption, so to speak, when we see that one of our entity who has the right to go in depth is being starved of resources? And I'm going to let you hear from him.
The opposition spokesman on national security is insisting that resources are being withheld from the Financial Investigations Division FID to fight financial crimes such as money laundering. Peter Bunting was speaking at a recent constituency meeting in central Kingston. He indicated that the Integrity Commission report into the statutory declarations of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has been referred to the FID.
That report was referred to the Financial Investigation Division. But what we have learned, not through this government, but through the International Narcotics Report that's published by the USA, is that the FID has been starved of resources. Their staff complement is now only one third of what it should be. They have no director. They have an acting director who is the IT manager, not an investigator. So what we see is that the organization has been stripped of staff and resources, and I leave you to draw your own conclusions.
The March 2025 U.S. International Narcotics Control Strategy Report states that the FID reports a reduction in defensive suspicious transaction filings due to technological improvements and training. Financial and human limitations continue to hinder efforts to investigate and prosecute money laundering. The U.S. report indicates that the FID has 83 staff members as of October 2024, well short of its target of 230 employees. From January to March 2014, 11 persons were prosecuted and 8 convicted for financial crimes. $1.9 million in criminal assets have been seized.
So then I am wondering what will come of the whole referral from the IC. What will be the end result of the Prime Minister, who's under investigation, as well as the other 7 parliamentarians under investigation for illicit enrichment, seeing that the resources are limited for the FID and they are grossly understaffed. Now, moving right along, we also seen the Minister of National Security basically calling on stakeholders when he spoke out at the Chamber of Commerce inaugural anti-illicit trade. So when an illicit enrichment are robbed from taxpayers, an illicit trade are robbed from us. He says with illicit trade estimated to cost Jamaicans more than $10 billion in lost tax revenue annually. That's every year. And he is urging stakeholders, including private sector interests, to partner with the government to counter the threat of illicit trade. Now, what is illicit trade? Illicit trade refers to the production, distribution, or trade of goods or services that are considered illegal or prohibited by a legislator, regardless of whether they are completely banned or only regulated in certain areas. This includes activities like smuggling, the illicit drug trade, counterfeiting, human trafficking, and arms trafficking. Illicit trade can occur in both black markets and legitimate markets. And we see in the whole heap of illicit drug busts in the country, and no one is being implicated for same. Or ports are not fully, protected And so it begs to question, what are the powers that be doing to counter corruption in our country? Corruption takes away from every sector. We see it happening in our Ministry of Health. We see it happening in the Education Ministry. We see it happening amongst parliamentarians. We're seeing that the powers and the other entities to hold them accountable are being watered down. The FID, MOCA, and all other entities, they're trying their best to try and water down the Integrity Commission, trying to politicize it and to discriminate it in order to hide their hand. And it will not work. We want transparency as the electorates. We want accountability. And we want no secrecy any at all. We need to know what is happening at the Financial Investigative Division, and we need answers now. Last but not least, following the whole political victimization of PNP candidates and their posters/billboards, we heard utterance from the Minister of Justice saying that there is indeed, or has been, a appointed political ombudsman. And of late, we've seen the chairman of the ECJ have written basically to the mayor of St. James as it pertains to the political victimization, giving him a deadline to respond. Now, it leaves a lot of question, and the People's National Party as well as the citizens of Jamaica needs clarity on who truly is this appointed political ombudsman that this justice minister speak of, and he did not even clarify to the people of Jamaica whom he's referencing, when we know that persons from both aisles are on the ECJ where the political ombudsman role have been subsumed, but yet still no word from ECJ, but we heard the Minister of Justice coming out to speak on this matter. And so the opposition spokesperson on justice, Donna Scott Motley, is asking for clarity. We, the Jamaican people, are asking for clarity on this matter.
I have reviewed the statement issued by Minister Delroy Chuck regarding an alleged appointment to carry out the functions of the former political ombudsman within the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. Quite frankly, I find this announcement both perplexing and troubling. To date, there has been no clear or transparent communication to Parliament or the public about who this individual is, what authority they possess, or how the investigative process is being conducted under this new arrangement. While the minister now suggests someone is in place, our understanding is that no such formal appointment had been made until very recently, if at all. What we are witnessing is yet another attempt by this administration to force a square peg into a round hole in order to suit their own political purposes. The ECJ may be receiving complaints, but no one can say with confidence what investigatory framework exists, what standards are being applied, or whether complainants, ourselves included, can expect any resolution. We have submitted evidence, including visual material regarding breaches, and yet nothing has come of it. The lack of clarity, the absence of accountability, and the disregard for due process only serve to erode public trust. Jamaica deserves better when it comes to fairness and oversight in our electoral process. We therefore call on the ECJ to immediately clarify the terms of this engagement of this so-called field officer and to publish details on how members of the public can reliably and confidently engage with this office. Justice and democracy demand no less.
ABR family and viewers, without further ado, let us continue this conversation in the comment section. Drop on the comments, make we reason, make we hear what I say. It is very, very important for us to voice our concerns when matters arise. Please do not stay silent, and remember that we, the people, elect them. They are working for us, and we must demand answers where answers are due. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Get this video to at least 6,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself. Happy Friday. Happy Child's Month.
Heavy are no mix up in a violence. We no speak them nonsense. Happy free of me conscience. Rastafari our evidence will. Heavy are no mix up in a violence. We no speak them nonsense. Happy free of me conscience. Here Selassie our evidence. Hey. David will still slow Goliath in the 28th century. Excuse me, please. Don't block my entry. Talk is cheap. I see them basically empty. Puss a play with bone and look how the dog want it. No see the video camera and take it for no mirror. I will spot them come from and commit them error. And on the other hand, they want to be receptive. So we have to make this movie decisive. Because we don't spot them objective. Them get caught because of their own negligence. Between we and them a lot of difference. Heavy are no mix up in a violence. We no speak them nonsense. We have every up with conscience. As the our evidence.